Hello and greetings everyone. Okay, today's video is going to be about gods and why you feel the attraction to the gods you do feel attraction to. I don't mean physical attraction, because the gods are above that. I'm, I'm all about the connection that we have to the gods. Okay, now I'll explain what I mean. I normally follow the god Tyr. The reason is, many years ago, I had a really bad motorcycle accident about 7 years ago. And up to then, I knew about the different gods and stuff like that. And the accident was that serious that my heart stopped twice at the scene and again in hospital. And ended up in quite a serious way. Almost lost my arm. I've still got the scars going all the way up here where the cut on my whole shoulder open. They took out off my bicep. That's why it's all like just thingy there. But anyway, that was an important part of my life because it made us the person I am now. The reason is that I was happy. I wanted to die on a motorbike. If I had to die somewhere, I thought dying on a bike crash. I wasn't in pain. I felt so at peace. I was lying there after colliding with a couple of trees, 60 miles an hour. And I felt at peace. And I thought, yeah, I don't want to die in hospital bed. I don't die of old age. This will do me. I'm happy. And then I seen Tyr, not physically, but in my mind. Couldn't quite make him out at first. And he says to it, I know you're happy, but it's not time. There's things to be done. So I pulled through. I wasn't very happy about that because I thought, well, this is supposed to be chance. And then I started thinking more about the gods. And then I researched who the person was that I seen. And because I thought I was going to lose my arm, I thought the person I seen had lost an arm. So I thought it was just connecting mentally, I'm going to lose my arm, or I see a person who's got an arm missing. And that's a connection I made till I studied the gods more. And I always followed the gods, but it was really Odin and Thor and Frigg and Freya and people like that. I hadn't really come much across Tyr. I'd heard of him, but I didn't know most of the stories about him. So then I always look at it and think, if I have a problem, I would say no. I wonder what Tyr would do. And every time I do sort of feel a presence of the gods, it's almost always Tyr that I feel. So that's the affinity of gods. And people, when they say, what god do you follow? And you say, well, I follow this god because, which is what I'm asking you now, but I feel Tyr picked me to follow him. And I think a lot of people, this happens to a lot of people, where they can't identify with the god first of all until they do research on him. So anyway, what god do you follow? Now, a lot of you might just turn around and say, oh, Odin, because he's the most powerfulest, and he's this, and he's that, and the other. Majority of you will do that. And the majority of the female people will say Frigg, Freya, Air, because you identify with the female. Same as man will identify with the male gods. Then the women out there, they'll normally identify with the female gods. Now, that's not putting people in the genders and saying, you only follow that because you're a woman, you only follow that because you're a man. Because the other god that I follow is Air. Now, Air, she's a goddess. And the reason I follow her is because of the healing aspect of her. Now, I really, I look deeply into the healing, everything healing, and stuff like that. And I believe a lot in self-healing. And when it comes to a lot of stuff, I've suffered a lot of illnesses. Um, and for some reason, at this minute, physically, I've never been better because of the lockdown. I don't know why. I don't know any reason behind why I'm physically better than I've ever been in a long time. Um, I've suffered stress-wise, mentally a little bit, in fact, quite a lot. Um, that's down to my own personality. It's got nothing to do with, um, the gods or anything outside. That's my own personality, inner demons and that type of stuff. But what gods do you follow? Why? Think about it. Why do you follow those gods? What drew you towards them gods? It's very important. Do you follow the Izzard? Do you follow the Vinaya? Do you follow the Juns? You know, do you follow the trolls? Do you follow, you don't have to follow the majority of the gods. There's a lot of dwarves out there. I know a lot of blacksmiths connect themselves very much with maybe Thor because of the hammer, but also because of the connection with the blacksmiths being dwarfs. So again, I would love to know what, like I say, what draws you to what god and why. I'm trying to think of other gods we've got some connection with. Those are the main two. Those are the main two for me. They're not the same for everyone. I do run Tyr's Hearth of Northumbria. Again, it's sort of dedicated to Tyr. But yeah, why do we choose certain gods? Why do certain gods choose us? Why do we choose the Norse gods? Again, I don't believe we do. I believe the Norse gods chose us. But why do we follow the Norse gods? Why don't we follow Indian gods or Egyptian gods? Some people do. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me, it's the Norse gods. And I know for most of you, it's the Norse gods. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. But that's not to say our gods are better or worse than other gods. It's just to say these gods suit us and we understand them and they understand us. We've got the connection, as I say. Once you've got that connection with the gods, it's very hard to break. There's a lot of people out there that claim to be following our faith, whether you call it Asatru, Odinism, Folk-ish, heathen, but they don't know why. Now, I'm not saying that's false. They don't know why because there's a connection. They've just never studied. So there's a connection. Study your connection. Again, if you don't identify with a certain god, maybe just look into it a bit more. Start reading about them. See which ones have got attributes that you like. Now, I've noticed when I do my videos as well, I start using big words. I think that's to make us look intelligent. I know it's very difficult to make us look intelligent, but I'm trying to look for something to make us look intelligent, but I have got nothing here. Maybe it's because there is no such thing. But that's about all I've got to say. I've used a lot of big words today, a lot of them. But I like to end on this way. I always say, Hail Tyr, Hail Air, Hail the All Father. And what I've been saying for the last few months at the end of all my videos is, that's right, stay safe. Okay, everyone. I'll talk to you again. Maybe it's not tomorrow, but I will talk to you again. And if you've got a subject you would like us to talk about, drop us a line. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like, or dislike. It's up to you. But make a comment if you dislike. Please don't just dislike. Put a comment in. Okay. Talk is all tomorrow. And remember, if you've got a subject you'd like us to talk about, let us know. And if I don't know anything about it, I will research it. Gives us something to do. Doesn't good on the telly. I've got a good book at the I've got a good book at the minute. I might do a bit of a thing on that. It's a fiction book. I don't normally read fiction books, but this one's pretty good. Talk to you tomorrow. Kiss, kiss. Bye.